Aloha Virgo, and welcome to your tarot reading for the month of August 2026. Before we dive into your reading, happy birthday to some of you. You will have birthdays towards the end of the month. Make sure you're watching your weekly reading so I can officially welcome you into your season. Before we dive into your reading for the month, if you would like to get a personal reading with me, you can always go to themagicsiren.com. I have the updated promo code in the description box below. You'll also find the link to our Patreon. I post over there every day. We have a lot of fun. You'll also find the link to our podcast, The Siren Circle. Every Sunday we dive into a new topic. So I hope to see you there this Sunday. With all that being said, let's get ready to do your tarot reading for August 2026. We're going to start with the overall vibe and theme for the month. We will move into any potential obstacles or challenges. Then we'll shuffle to see how we can overcome those challenges or obstacles. And then we'll get any extra messages that Universe and Spirit might have for you. Since this is a monthly reading, we're also going to do an affirmation at the end of the video, so make sure you hang out so you can get your affirmation for August 2026. We have our love oracles, we have our general oracles. We're going to go ahead and kick things off. Let's go ahead and see what's coming in terms of love and emotions for all of our Virgo friends here on YouTube. Make sure you're watching your sun, your moon, and your rising to get a complete picture and forecast for the month, okay? All right, here we go. What's happening in terms of love and emotions for Virgo? There's way too many that just popped out together. So let's go ahead and shuffle that again. Let's get one. There we go. We have one card. We have an unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Listen, all of you earth signs for the monthly readings, all of you had very similar energies of like things we're outgrowing. We're outgrowing things. We need to release the past. We need to release anything that's not in alignment with us. So this coming out really doesn't surprise me. Any sort of relationships, whether it's friends, romantic partners, business partners, co-workers, anything, any relationships that you feel like you're having to force, feeling like you are doing more than they are. Maybe you just hold more space than they do. Maybe there's a friendship here that it's like every time they call, you answer, but when you call them, they don't pick up the phone. Whatever the vibe is, if it feels like you have to do so much work for this relationship to keep going, this is your sign of like, maybe we create the space. Maybe we stop picking up the phone so much. Maybe we stop reaching out and just doing all the things, right? This card is very much saying that there are some things in your life here that are just not balanced. It's just not meant to continue to hold space for. It is okay to outgrow relationships. Capricorn had a very similar energy as well. Either way, let's go ahead and see what the general oracle is to kind of add to the message. Essentially, this is just saying like anything that doesn't fit, anything that you are forcing, this is going to be the month to let it go. We have the oracle cards. You are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. A couple of things. One, if you have a deck of oracle cards or tarot cards sitting on your shelf, pull them down and use them this month. If you're asking for a little bit of guidance, if you want a little bit of help, if you're watching tarot videos all the time on YouTube or other social media platforms, you know that you can do the same thing for yourself as well. Get that deck of cards, pull a card for yourself every day, look up the meaning if you don't know it offhand. This is that card for you as well. We are either going to host a tarot workshop this month or next month, so definitely keep your eye out for that if you want to learn how to read tarot. Outside of that, this is also the card saying that if you need a little bit of guidance, reach out to your favorite tarot reader. Reach out to your favorite oracle reader. Get yourself a reading. You will be able to find the guidance that you're looking for. So for those of you that are like, you know what, I feel like there is a relationship here that I'm not quite sure if I should continue holding space for, again, whether it's a friend, romantic partner, business partner, whatever, let's see what's happening here. Some of you are dealing with a fire sign. I'm just going to throw that out there. You know, and you need a little bit of extra help there, pull out your tarot deck, shuffle the cards, or get a reading and ask those specific questions about that relationship, okay? Let's go ahead and see what tarot has to add. Let's see what tarot has to add to the overall vibe and theme for the month. We have the Seven of Wands in reversal. The Seven of Wands in the upright represents the energy of defending ourselves, defending the people we care about, having to be in this position of like, you know, just defense. It feels very defensive, the Seven of Wands, having to fight for our voices to be heard, having to fight to prove our point, having to defend the actions that we choose. And I think for some of you, maybe you're just burned out with this. Some of you, this might be a family member that you're constantly having to defend yourself against. Like you decided that you didn't want to, you wanted to take a semester break from college, and you feel like you have to keep defending yourself to your mom or your dad. Or maybe this is a friend that every time you want to go and do something, they're like, why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense. And you're constantly having to, defend yourself. Maybe there's an aunt or an uncle that you are changing your career. And they're like, why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense. Like you were so well off. Anyone that you have to defend yourself to or against, this might be about them as well. Let's not spend any time defending our actions, defending how we feel about things, defending our point of view. We live in a time where everybody's point of view is pretty strong right now, right? And we are all entitled to our own opinion and our own point of view. And if you are in any sort of situations where the people that you are dealing with on a regular basis do not have a similar opinion or point of view as you, and it is something that is causing tensions and frustrations and arguments and potential chaos, that is not a healthy relationship to have in your life. And you are allowed to say, you know what, I love you from afar. You don't have to give access to your energy for people that give that energy, that have that sort of frustration where you have to defend yourself and your point of view. I want to go ahead and see what the potential obstacle or challenge is this month, because this 7 of Wands being in reversal says like you're not spending time defending your point of view anymore. So I'm curious to know, why is this coming out? Why is this showing up anyway to us? Is there something else that we need to know? The Tower in reversal. The Tower in the upright, it feels so scary, right? Because the Tower just looks scary, and it is a little bit scary because it's unexpected changes, unexpected shifts. I think for some of you, whatever this relationship is that's maybe coming to an end, again, whatever type of relationship this is in August, it just feels like this was not expected. You did not expect to not be best friends with this person anymore. You did not expect for this relationship to go the way that it did. You didn't expect for your job to end the way that it is. Like, you just didn't expect for things to go this way. But again, there's a silver lining there. When the Tower falls, which I think for a lot of you, this has already come to realization, right? That's why we're seeing it in its reversal position. Some of you might be fighting the Tower to fall, okay? And if you are, let it fall. For those of you that are not fighting that Tower to fall and it's already fallen, I think you're in this space now where you're going to be able to kind of do the things that we do after a tower falls. We have 3 main things. Well, the first thing is, after the dust settles, we get a moment to take a look at the foundation that we built this tower on to begin with. What sort of cracks were there? For example, let's say this is a romantic relationship that's coming to an end this month or recently came to an end. Okay, well, we're going to look at the cracks in the foundation and say, were there red flags that you overlooked, right? That might be a crack in the foundation. Well, how do we repair that crack moving forward? If I see that red flag now, I'm not going to look over it, right? Maybe there were a couple of conversations that you were like, obviously we have very different points of view, and this has to do more with maybe like our morals and ethics, and we tried to just smooth it over, like, oh, well, we're different people, opposites attract. Maybe that's a crack in the foundation that we repair, and moving forward, we don't smooth that over, right? We don't sweep it under the rug. Now, outside of repairing the foundation to whatever it was that we built that tower on, the next thing we get to do is plant new seeds. If you think about when a big tower moment happens in life, like let's say a volcano erupts, right? Like all these years later, that soil there is extremely fertile. Anything that you plant after like a fire or after some sort of destruction, anything that you plant there, it does end up growing. Think about like nature when it takes back like cities and things of that nature, it will grow. So we have the opportunity to plant new seeds after a tower moment falls, right? After a tower moment falls, we get to plant new seeds. And then the third thing we get to do is rise like the phoenix, right? We get to rise from the rubble, rise from the ashes. We're brighter, we're wiser, we're stronger. We know what we want, we know what we don't want, we know what we will put up with versus what we won't put up with. We know what not to look over this time, things of that nature, right? So it's like when the tower falls, yeah, it's scary, but it's also a clean slate. It's also the opportunity for a new beginning. And yes, again, when we outgrow relationships or outgrow situations, it does suck. But again, clean slate. Try and know that like hindsight's always going to be 20/20, right? Let's go ahead and see how we're going to overcome the challenge here. Three of Cups in reversal. Go spend some time with your friends. Go spend some time with your friends. And if this is an energy where the best friend, you are outgrowing it or something like that, go make some new friends. I know it's easier said than done. Make new friends in the comments. Come join us on live on TikTok. I go live on TikTok all the time. We make friends over there too. Make some friends online. Join a book club. Go do a cooking class. Go to an art fair, go talk to people that are in similar, that do similar things that you like to do, okay? I know that it sounds a little bit wild, but you can make some friends. You can. People want to make friends. We just don't know how to because we live in this age where it's all social media, but it's so distant, right? So you could, even though it's difficult to make friends, there are ways to do so. Just go out and start doing things that make you feel good. The Three of Cups is all about fulfilling our cups, doing things that make us feel happy, going out, experiencing life, going and doing things that make you feel happy, okay? All of this energy of outgrowing stuff and allowing towers to kind of fall, let that happen this month. And honestly, in the meantime, be like, I'm the Phoenix. I'm gonna go do stuff that I genuinely enjoy doing. And I'm not gonna worry about anybody else's feelings except for my own. Let's get any extra messages that Universe and Spirit have for you. Seven of Swords in reversal. I'm telling you, this is for the better. Whoever this person is, whatever the situation is, whatever the relationship is that you've outgrown, it's for the better. It truly is. This person did not have your best interest at heart. The Seven of Swords in the upright is sneaky snake energy. This is very deceptive, lying, cheating, stealing. This person wasn't fully honest with themselves, let alone with you. You have two sevens here as well. When we talk about numerology and the number 7, it's a very spiritual number. I think for some of you, it's like intuitively, you already knew that whatever this was just isn't meant to be in your life anymore. And maybe you just needed that little confirmation from your friend here, the magic siren, saying this is not meant for you anymore. Let that tower fall, move on, go do something else fun in your life. You know, the month of August can be very liberating for all of you Virgos if you allow it, okay? Let me go ahead and get your affirmation for the month. I am very curious to see what comes out with this because I just keep hearing this word of like liberation, releasing the things that no longer serve me, allowing myself to move forward, closing chapters, being at peace with my past. That sort of vibe, right? And you're not, look, all the earth signs have had very similar energies for the month of August. Plus two, it's like some of you might have a birthday at the end of this month. So it's like, I wouldn't want to be carrying these relationships, environments, scenarios, whatever it is, into your new year if it's not meant to be in your life. Okay, let's go ahead and get your affirmation. I'm going to ask you, there it is. Let's see what it is. I bring positive energy into my life. Yes, you do. Bring positive energy into your life this month as much as possible. No matter how much frustration, negativity, defensive energy, towers falling, all of that stuff, try your best to just bring in positive energy by doing things that just make you genuinely happy. Even if it's doing stuff at home, watching your favorite movie, reading your favorite book, making your favorite meal, or if it's doing stuff outside, going for a nature walk, going to an art fair, going to a carnival. Some of you are getting ready to go into a fall season. Maybe we're starting to get ready to get, you know, all excited for like apple picking and harvest and stuff like that. Start to get excited and bring positive energy into your life this month, Virgo. I digress. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you're still watching this video and you have not liked it yet, consider liking this video. Consider subscribing to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything and you get to join our Ohana. We love making new friends here. And like I mentioned earlier, if you would like to get a personal reading with me, you can always go to themagicsiren.com. All that information is down in the description box below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I am going to let you get back to your day. So I'll see you in the next one. Aloha.